the 25-year-old woman in Alabama, Roll Tide, who, her name's Caree Nicole Russell. And she was driving her red Mercedes. It was the fancy cars that made me think of her. She's a nursing student, and she's got a red Mercedes. Oh, what's that? Yeah. Well, she doesn't live at home. So
no, she has a job. She works at the spa in the mall.
She works at the spa?
Yeah, there was a spa in the mall. That's where she worked.
But she's a nursing student. I mean, you wouldn't think she'd have a
I wouldn't think she would
Mercedes.
have a red Mercedes.
And she's living at home, too, at 25.
Mom and Dad probably.
Yeah, Mom and Dad take good care of her, I guess.
I mean, I wouldn't leave home if Mom and Dad had me a red Mercedes.
No, I probably wouldn't either. Actually, I would have, but sounds good.
I also wouldn't make Mom and Dad mad.
Well, I'm wondering if that isn't what she was trying not to do, because she was on Interstate 459 in Alabama when she says she saw a toddler by the side of the interstate, and she pulled off the interstate, called 911, and then when they showed up, she wasn't there.
What happened?
And in the meantime, before they got there, she called her brother's girlfriend, or she's on the phone with her brother's girlfriend talking about the toddler, and then she screams, and the call suddenly ends. And now they pinged the call to a road that wasn't really I-459. Yeah. It wasn't the same road. Now that's weird.
Now I do want to stress the story I read, because you and I talked about it off there. When you look at who pinged the phone, it was the family. So I don't know how accurate their pinging is.
Okay.
They just used the Find My Phone or whatever kind of thing she had.
Well, it's pretty strange though that the cops find her car, her cell phone, her purse, her wig. She shouldn't have left her wig there. And her Apple Watch in a nearby area to where she, quote unquote, found the toddler. Now, I want to know this. Why did no one else pull over for the toddler?
Yeah, because nobody else is a hero like she is. Don't you love it when seemingly fraudulistic stories had some kind of hero element?
Yes.
It happens all the time.
Her parents said that...
by the way, no kid was reported missing by anyone in that area.
No, and the whole state, this is like, I mean, the entire state is scouring everything for Caree Nicole Russell, because her parents seem like very intelligent people. Yes. They've been out there in the media. They
seem
speak
like people of means.
They're very well spoken. They're people of means. Yes, she's got a red Mercedes. Exactly. And they said, the parents said, they believe the toddler was used as bait to kidnap her.
Happens all the time. Yeah, kidnappers love using toddlers.
And then
because you know why? Toddlers, great wingmen.
And they are.
Always do what they're told.
And no one...
they must have told the toddler, hey, see that really busy highway with those cars going really fast? Stand by the side of it, but don't get in the lane.
Go walk over there. And no other cars notice toddlers except for her car. That's the other weird thing. And then the toddler disappears when the police get there. There's no toddler, no Caree.
They find this kidnapper. I want the toddler thrown in jail with it.
Exactly.
Hey, baby,
for being an accomplice
to that toddler.
The toddler's an accomplice to a kidnapping.
So then this is on Thursday when all this terrible business happens, where she's trying to be a helpful citizen. I mean, are citizens going to continue to help toddlers by the side of the road if this keeps happening? This is on Thursday.
It's going to have a chilling effect on
toddlers. It'll have a chilling effect on helping toddlers. Then Saturday night,
Chris,
she shows up at her parents' door in shock.
May I come in?
She's in shock. Yeah. And she was dropped off there. I wonder if the people that dropped her off, the people who kidnapped her, apparently, do you suppose they waited for her to be let in outside, honked the horn when they drove away?
Yeah, that toddler probably honked the horn. That baby probably gave her the finger.
Surprise,
the car windows it peeled away.
And I read that when she was dropped off, she was taken to a hospital for evaluation.
Well, now once again, so there's a couple other elements here where I don't want to get mad at the family because they did the right thing. Like the brother's girlfriend's like,
wait, hold on. Did the family call 911 immediately when she showed up at the front door?
Yes,
they did,
and that's who took her to the hospital. The EMTs.
Okay, and where's the police? And did the police track down the driver that dropped her off?
No,
they split off.
I don't think they've had any luck in tracking.
But they waited until they opened the door for her and waved to the parents.
They spud off.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
Yeah, they got an.
I don't know if they did. They probably did. It sounds like it. They dropped her off. I mean, that was nice.
Hoover, Alabama police got a 911 call at 10:45 saying that, hey, she's home. And so they sent emergency services over to take her to the hospital.
Is there any surveillance of the car that dropped her off, maybe? Because it seems like there's surveillance of everything.
I got to tell you, there's the downfall in her whole, whatever this plan is. Because there's video of her pulling over to save the toddler, which is crazy. The toddler must be like a ghost because it didn't show up.
What?
Maybe it was a vampire toddler because it didn't show up on the camera.
Well, I'm getting more angry at this toddler as time goes on.
This toddler's genius. What are you talking about?
Do we have any 911 calls? Have they released any of those?
I have not seen any of those. But the camera of her...
Can we see a picture of her, by the way? Because she's pretty attractive young lady.
Cute, yeah. But the camera that catches her pulling over is from so far away. She had no idea that she would be caught on a camera from a long distance.
She wasn't thinking about it. She was thinking about the toddler. Look, she's a very attractive woman.
Yeah.
Quite pretty, isn't she?
There she is, yep. Yeah.
So what's going on here?
I wonder if that's the wig she's wearing there, or if that's her...
No, that looks real right there. That must look like extensions.
I think the one on the right might be the wig. But, I don't know. I thought about this, and you and I were going back and forth. You were asking questions. I was trying to answer them as best I could. And I don't know. I see a 25-year-old living at home with her well-to-do parents, driving a red Mercedes.
Maybe a little spoiled.
Yeah, and maybe a
What happened?
little under the parents' control because she's living at home, driving a Mercedes, helping out toddlers, doing things that wealthy young people can do. And I wonder if maybe she's got a boyfriend the parents don't know about or that they wouldn't like or that they don't like. And she wanted to spend a weekend with somebody or a couple nights with somebody. I don't know. Just, I know it's not fair. I'm speculating irresponsibly.
Yeah.
No, this is wildly irresponsible speculation.
I mean, she's 25, though, and she's living at home. You think she could just say, I'm staying at this person's place or...
I don't think she can, though, because I think her parents, they've kind of, they got her in the red Mercedes and, like when she doesn't come home because they're really they could be very religious. She's still living at home. She's under, hey, my roof, my rules.
There was this really cryptic comment from the police that said she was in a town called Harpersville, which is 30 miles east of Hoover, Alabama, where she's from, where she was, kidnapped. And they said that she was, quote, handling some business in their town the day of the disappearance, but it had nothing to do with the police department. So what the fuck does that mean? Handling some business?
Something's going on and somebody's not telling me something.
That's a good question. I would love for people to irresponsibly speculate.
My God, yeah.
Because I feel like I'm onto something, but maybe I'm missing something here. I'm getting better at these stories, but there are a lot of people that just see. I'd say I think the hospital evaluation, could they test for semen, like her mouth or wherever? Just because I just feel like there's a boyfriend involved. I feel like there's a boyfriend, and I feel like she didn't want to tell her parents because they wouldn't like him or they don't like him. Although I didn't hear anything about a boyfriend, but then I'm looking at pictures of her going, she would have a boyfriend. Didn't she have a boyfriend? Did they say anything about the boyfriend anywhere?
No, the only thing I've seen is the mother did recently release a statement.
Oh, what is it?
Okay, maybe this will solve it.
My husband and I want to make this statement again as we did previously when she was found. It's nothing more to add and take away that we're feeling right now. God is faithful, and he's answered our prayers.
See, very religious, as I suspected.
Okay. All right.
A whole bunch of different emojis. We're so grateful to each of you for the acts of kindness, generosity, and compassion you have shown. More emojis. Our baby is safe.
Baby? She's 25.
We do want to ask for privacy at this time to allow us to just love on our daughter and each other.
No. We need to know. Can you ask her some questions for us?
With our close and family friends. Also, please consider the fact that we have not slept for 3 nights and we're mentally and physically exhausted.
So just answer a couple questions and then we'll forget about it. Where was she?
To our media friends, I promise we will speak with you and give a general statement in the near future as this is an ongoing investigation. We consider the media outlets that cared enough to share the story, law enforcement agencies, special investigators, city leaders, to be our friends. And we want
answers now.
For everyone that has messaged or called to rejoice with us, we're so grateful for your concern. Just as we made a commitment to not entertain negative thoughts during the time our daughter was missing, we surely will not entertain negative thoughts or statements, unvalidated opinions, or sheer ignorance at such a joyous time. We pray that those that doubt God's power, miracles, and power of faith will be encouraged to draw closer to him with this. We love you. Be blessed, the Russells.
Wait. This is not about God.
No,
this is about where was she and asking her, who dropped you off?
But they didn't do anything, right?
No, the parents didn't do anything.
They were duped.
But they asked us to scour the world for her.
But they were duped too.
And-
They're victims in this too, just like you are.
I think so,
I mean,
too,
you spent
yeah.
all that time looking for her.
I agree. No, I was worried about her. I extended prayers. I did use some of my prayer time for her, like the time that I'm not using for Jamie Foxx anymore.
The only two people to be mad at are her and that's this toddler.
I think that we deserve some answers.
Well,
and I don't think necessarily it's a negative thought to want to know what the fuck happened.
The police have put out a statement too, just confirming basically everything we said, and they, you know, their whole thing is like, hey, look, we saw her leave her work, and she talked to no one or communicated with no one from the time she left work to when she made the 911 call. Like they retraced all that, so I don't know what that means. She could have told somebody.
She could have talked to him during the day. She
Yeah,
could have talked. She could have set it up. Whatever it is. I mean, why is there no toddler?
Yeah, where's the baby?
And in the video, wouldn't the video show her getting scooped up with the toddler?
That's the other thing the police said in their statement is they're like, the only report of a toddler on the side of the highway was from her. Like nobody else made the call. Nobody else made a report. There was no toddler missing.
See this?
Which, by the way, that didn't look like a very busy area. I mean, it looked very wooded.
Yeah.
Like toddlers tend to disappear.
There were a lot
in
of cars.
places where there's a lot of houses because they don't get very far because they're toddlers.
Right.
Can we talk to the other drivers? Can they be asked to come forward and say if they saw a toddler?
But you saw the video, right, of her pulling over.
Yeah.
I felt bad for the two cars that had to slam on their brakes and move over to the left.
But did they see a toddler?
No, of course not. They saw a red Mercedes slow down very quickly and put on its hazards.
That's pretty
They're still, the police did say too in their statement that they are still evaluating the video, which I gotta believe they've been evaluating it this whole time and probably saw there was never a toddler.
Well,
and it's from such a great distance. Wouldn't you think they'd be able to watch her walk away or wherever she?
It's a little tricky because
She had to have someone pick her up.
Yeah, you would think you would be able to see if she's getting the shit beat out of her or something, or somebody is because.
Well, no, I mean, I guess
I don't get the impression that she's been beaten up or anything. I mean, she went to the hospital for evaluation. She didn't need any treatment.
No, she's totally fine. But you don't see, as far as I know, because they don't have the whole video, you don't see her leaving in another car. And where would she have walked to?
The woods.
Yeah, but and then
Maybe
what?
the toddler wanted to take a leak.
Maybe the toddler ran into the woods.
Looking at this
Or maybe
video
she
right
had to
now.
take a dump.
The toddler was told not to talk to strangers, so it ran into the woods.
Is that her with the hazards on there?
Yeah. How would a toddler get to this
she
area?
saw the
That's my
toddler
point,
way
Brandon.
back.
I know, it's so
Hold on.
ridiculous.
You guys, did you see how far she's been driving with her hazards on? She's been driving for like 100 yards or
Yeah, at
200
least
yards.
She's gonna have
And
to
she
walk
saw
all
the
the way
toddler
back.
all the way up there.
Or she saw it and she's just going way past it to walk back. Maybe the toddler's down here out of view.
Can you put this on the other screen?
Yeah, sorry.
That's fucking ridiculous.
There it is.
What? Go back and show how far she drived.
See,
she
I
drove.
thought-
She drived.
How fast you drive?
So you see, I thought that the toddler might have been right here at first. You see where my cursor is?
There's no toddler
Yeah,
there.
that's what I thought.
Until she
There's
runs it
no
over.
toddler anywhere. There is no toddler. Why are her hazards on now?
Right.
There's no toddler.
She's like a quarter mile from where she's going to stop.
Right. Now, I don't want to cast aspersions on her, but
I think there might be another
this is
video
total
too.
bullshit.
Something smells fishy.
This is total bullshit. And I don't think it's entertaining negative thoughts because I think there's a crime here, maybe like filing a false police report.
Entertaining
That's a positive thought, which is catching someone who committed a crime.
Now,
Sorry, it's your daughter.
hopefully the local populace will return to helping out toddlers that are walking around.
Why does nobody else care about the toddler? Nobody else cares about the toddler. All those cars are just driving by. See what I'm saying?
By the way, this video is a lot brighter than the untouched one. Because, I mean, it was pitch black out.
Yeah, this is a pretty good video.
Yeah, this is the enhanced video.
Yeah, I feel like I'm.
You don't get an effect for how hard those poor cars had to slam on their brakes and get over either. Just saying.
I feel like I'm getting a view through night vision goggles, and I still don't see any toddler. And I don't see her getting out of the car either.
Boy, and toddlers love scary woods that are dark. I mean, it is pitch black.
How would the toddler come from? Where would the toddler come from? This is
Nowhere.
really-
Her imagination.
I think this is a really bad idea. I think it's a
dying
weekend,
to know.
I think it's a weekend getaway with somebody that the parents would not like.
Okay, then why wouldn't
Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Well, why wouldn't that person just pick her up on the side of the road there?
They did.
But wouldn't that be on camera?
No,
I mean, she doesn't just. There's one car that had to slam on its brakes, Brandon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but wouldn't
well, maybe they couldn't do that because they were concerned about camera coverage or something. I don't know. I don't have it all worked out yet. And I'll apologize if I'm completely wrong. I will absolutely apologize to
the toddler.
Wonderful young lady.
No, to the toddler. You must apologize to that baby.
Fuck the toddler. The toddler is either errant as fuck or doesn't exist. Either way, fuck the toddler.
Toddler's complicit.
And fuck the parents of the toddler too, the assholes. Look at all they're causing us. I mean, I wasted prayers again. I mean, I wish I could pray for something that needs help, that actually needs help. This is terrible. All the prayers I'm getting sucked into.
Oh, here's where the police finally show up.
Yeah, that's the other thing they said in their statement. They responded in
4 minutes. Wow.
Yeah, they said 5.
And she wasn't there. The toddler wasn't there.
Nope.
So someone in 4 minutes scooped up her and the toddler.
Well, yeah, he was used as bait.
Wow.
Oh, like the parents said.
Yeah, the toddler said, "Follow me into these woods."
Is that a common crime? Does that happen a lot where people use a toddler to? Does that happen a lot?
Mm-hmm.
I have a toddler. Is there an opportunity here where I can earn some extra cash?
Yeah, they're well behaved.
Yeah, you can if you want to kidnap an adult for no reason and then return them 2 days later, drop them off, and of course wave when the door opens.
Toddlers are really good at following plans too.
My toddler is for sale.
This is so stupid. This is the craziest thing. This is
you just know if their toddler is using bait, someone's in the woods going, "No! Stop! I said, pay attention! What? Put that down! That doesn't go in your mouth.
Why
what
are
are
you
you
crying?
doing? Stand there.
Put the stick down.
Yes.
Why are you crying?
Look up. No, don't go in the lane. But it's
Don't walk into the road.
Just please, just do this, and we'll get ice cream later.
Don't eat that.
Go to that lady. How did they know that she would pull over if the toddler was bait? How did they know that only she would pull over? What if another car pulled over to help?
Because they would have kidnapped whoever pulled over. It's a crime of opportunity.
How do they know exactly when she would drive up and be the first one to see the toddler and pull over, as opposed to one of the other cars being one of the ones?
We haven't seen this whole tape. Maybe that toddler, maybe a piece of shit car pulled over. Like, no, come here. We don't want that person. That person has no money.
The toddler's fine. Get out of here.
Wait, here comes a red Mercedes. Go, toddler, go. Put that down. Put that down. Go.
Wouldn't those people, though, who went to help the toddler and then the people said, "Get out of here. I got the toddler. The toddler's fine." Wouldn't they talk to the police?
No, that's how responsive this toddler is.
So is she going to get in trouble or what?
No, she probably
yes, she
won't, because
will.
her parents are of means.
Oh, well, that's why I think they
Sherry?
might go after some of the money.
Yeah, they should. Do you remember Sherry Papini or whatever her name is? She's in jail, right?
Oh,
Isn't
she's
she in
out
prison?
now.
Papini.
Isn't she out now?
Papini.
I thought she just got a slap on the wrist.
I thought she got some actual jail time.
Yeah, but then I thought she got out. 18 months in prison is what she got. So she might be in there now.
She also got some strange dick out of it.
Old strange dick.
Yeah, she did.
I got sick of her too.
She did. Yeah. Not only did she deceive law enforcement, she got some strange wiener. She got some retapping.
That guy was a slob too.
Yeah, didn't he blow loads all over too? And didn't they find them?
Yeah, huh? She was covered in loads.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
loads.
She blamed it on what? She blamed it on Mexicans.
Don't touch anything.
We were
probably covered in secretions, and there's probably Hep C loads everywhere.
They weren't sure if it was Sherry Papini or a load sponge.
I'm the guy who wipes down the loads.
A load sponge.
Yeah, it's like,
hey, Sherry. Oh, I'm sorry. You're just a sponge. I'm covered in
the load sponge. Wow, I didn't even know those existed. I didn't even know those existed.
The management needs everybody to get out because they caught a guy jerking off in here, and they're going to send in a crew to wipe down the loads. Oh, God, it's terrible. It's really disgusting.